In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, I will discuss about plastids. Plastids. Plastids are the membrane-bound organelles, membrane-bound cell organelles, which are found in plants and algae. Plastids are membrane-bound cell organelles which are found in plants and algae. The term plastid was first coined by Schimpmer in 1885. The word plastid is derived from the Greek word plasticus, which means formed and molded. Plastids are of two types. Mainly, plastids are divided into two types. Number one is chromoplasts and number second is leucoplasts. Chromoplasts and leucoplasts. Plastids are divided mainly into two types, chromoplasts and leucoplasts. Now we will talk about chromoplasts. Chromoplasts are colored plasts. Colored plasts. That means they contain pigments. Chromoplasts are those plasts or plastids which have different colored pigments in them. On the basis of which type of pigment is present in them mainly, they are divided into three types. They are involved in the synthesis of food by photosynthesis. These chromoplasts are further divided into three types. Number one is chloroplasts. Number second, pheoplasts and rhodoplasts. Chloroplast, as we all know, it contains green pigment. Pheoplast contains dark or brown pigment. And rhodoplast contains red pigment. Now we will discuss one by one. The green pigment present in case of chloroplasts is chlorophyll. That is, chloroplasts are green. Their color is green due to the presence of chlorophyll in them. Chlorophyll is present in chloroplasts, and this chlorophyll is involved in the process of photosynthesis, by which plants manufacture their own food. Now, pheoplasts contain a pigment called phycoxanthin. This pigment is dark or brown in color. This pigment is found in brown algae. Rhodoplast contains a pigment called phycoerythrin. This phycoerythrin pigment is red in color and it is found in red algae. The main function of these pigments is to trap, in case of Theoplastis, it traps the solar energy and transfers it to the chlorophyll, and similar is the case with rhodoplastis. Now we will talk about in detail about chloroplast. Chloroplasts are present in, as we know, plants and algae, and chloroplast is a double membraned structure. Double membraned structure, that means it has two membranes. One is the inner outer membrane, and second is inner membrane. Chloroplast is a double membraned structure. It has two membranes. One is the outer membrane and another is the inner membrane. There is a space between the two membranes, and the space between the two membranes is called periplastidal space, and it is filled by a fluid called periplastidial fluid. As I have already discussed in my previous videos, that any cell organelle which has a membrane, the structure of that membrane is similar to that of plasma membrane, which I have already discussed in my previous videos. That is similar to plasma membrane structure described by the fluid mosaic model. Stroma is the cavity inside the inner membrane, and in this cavity, stroma cavity, are present grana. What are these grana? These grana are the stacks, or these are the structures which are formed by the thylakoids. Thylakoids are membrane vesicles, or they are the vesicles which are one upon each other, forming a stack. And these grana are connected to each other in this stroma by structures known as lamellae. Lamellae or fret lamellae. These lamellae connect different grana inside the stroma cavity to each other. And in these grana, these grana which are made up of thylakoids, are present the chlorophylls. Chlorophyll pigment is present in the thylakoids. Chlorophyll is present in these thylakoids, and we all know chlorophyll is very important for the purpose of manufacture of food by photosynthesis. In addition to these grana, we can say there is also DNA and ribosomes are present inside the stroma cavity. DNA and ribosomes are also present in the stroma cavity, and these DNA and ribosomes are of prokaryotic type. Since chloroplast has its own DNA and ribosomes like that of mitochondria, it is also called semi-autonomous. That means it is not completely dependent on the nucleus for carrying out its various activities. it is capable of self-duplication, or we can say it can replicate on its own because it has its own DNA. Ribosomes, it can manufacture its own proteins also. So in short, we can say that chloroplast and mitochondria are the two organelles in the cell which are semi-autonomous. That is, they are not completely dependent on nucleus of the cell. Now we will talk about the second type of plastids, that is leucoplasts. Second type of plastids is leucoplasts. Leucoplasts. Leucoplasts are the colorless plastids. Colorless plastids. That is, they do not contain any pigment in them. Their main function is storage of food. Storage of food. The main function of leucoplasts is the storage of food. They store food, and on the basis of what type of food they store, they are further divided into three types. Number first is amyloplasts. Number second is alioplasts, and number third is proteinoplasts. As the name suggests, those plastids which store starch are called amyloplasts. Those plastids which store fats or oils are called alioplasts, and the plastids which store proteins are called proteinoplasts. Leucoplasts are those plastids which do not have any color pigments in them. They are colorless plastids. Their main function inside the cell is storage of food. On the basis of what type of food they store, these plastids are further divided into three types. Number first is amyloplasts. Amyloplasts are those leucoplasts which store starch. Alioplasts are those plastids which store oils or fats or lipids, we can say. And proteinoplasts are those plastids or plastids which store proteins in them. This was the topic for today. Now I would like you to subscribe to my channel Parvaiz Sar's Knowledge Treasure, and also click on the bell icon so that you can receive timely notifications for my upcoming videos. Thank you very much.